What up, y'all? It's your man, Abuamerican. You know, I'm looking at this royal wedding, and it's the hypergamous wet dream. You know, and I just wanted to shoot it down. So anyway, everyone's talking about Meghan and Harry and Meghan, and you got goofy women making goofy posts about don't let your husband get in the way of you being happy or finding your true love. It's just crazy. I'm not gonna get into the whole whether or not Harry should have married her. He shouldn't have. You shouldn't marry anyone who dated a porn star. But hey, that's a different topic on its own. Let's just get into the hypergamous wet dream of Meghan and Harry. And we've seen this play out earlier with Sierra and that football player. I forgot his name. But anyway, here's the thing, ladies, and especially, African American women. One thing you have to understand first and foremost about Meghan is this. One, she doesn't act like a dude. She is not all aggressive, angry. You'll never find her being online being aggressive or angry. Two, she's not really, according to the one drop principle, neither black nor white. She's a mixed woman, So claiming her all of a sudden out of the blue as a black woman who's made it up, she's moving on up. That's like, that's just patently dishonest. Next, she is well-heeled, even though she doesn't come from a well-heeled background. She was sent to the best private schools. And apparently, if I'm not mistaken, she was even transferred to a school later in her adult life where Harry attended. This is not an accident. And this is coming to the main point that should destroy your hypergamous wet dream, which is Meghan is actually royalty. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but Harry and Meghan are distant cousins. And let me guarantee you, had she not been a royal, she wouldn't have made it through the gates. They would have Diana'd her like real early on. They would have just, she would have died in some tunnel somewhere in a car crash. Let there be no mistake about that. And don't rule it out because they got Diana, so, they might still get her. Nevertheless, the reality is none of you are royalty. You don't have royal manners. You don't have royal blood. And therefore, this whole idea of that, don't let your husband get in the way of you finding your true love or your true happiness is really just, it's a bad idea. I mean, but hey, I encourage you to go ahead and give it a try, so you can be miserable for the rest of your life when you dump the guy that you were with for, the guy who's going to, splooge you for an afternoon and then, go back to his life. But yeah, that's all I want to do is really short video. Just say, hey, you know what? Give up the idea. You ain't Meghan, you're not her. You should dispel any sort of illusions. Don't take her exception as the norm. And she's not even the norm. She's the exception on her own because, again, how many of you are royalty? You're not going to be saved by some white and, knight in shining armor. It just doesn't happen. And if it does, then again, it's the exception. It's not the norm. So get a grip on reality. I understand that, open hypergamy is a thing and that y'all are really digging the story right now and how things are going, but it's not going to happen. This is your man, Abuamerican. Catch me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. All that Abuamerican. I'm out.